NFL Week 15 picks. Yes, it's going to be a quiet video again. Sorry, this is the only time I seem to have time recently to make a video. Sorry. People are sleeping. Okay, gotta keep it. I'm getting a phone call. I'll take it later. Whatever. Tomorrow night's game. San Francisco 49ers, 3.5 point favorite against Seattle on the road. Guess what? Like Seattle with points and outright. And Brock Purdy, last couple games, been very impressive. But this is different. You're going on the road in the 12th man in a harsh environment. It's really easy to play at home. Good. But when you're going on the road in a hostile environment and it's Seattle, it's a must win. To me, this is their season right here. Not really, but you feel like it is. I like Seattle. That's a lock of the week. And if San Fran wins this game, not only, San Fran's real regardless, but San Fran wins this game, then we can for sure say Brock Purdy can handle the pressure. But I like Seattle in a must-win situation. They'll win. Now we have 3 games on Saturday. Oddly. First one is Minnesota, 4-point favorite at home against Indy. I should have took Detroit last week. That's all I'm going to say. But after a loss, they're back at home against Indy. Unfortunately for them, the Colts suck. So, yeah, I like Minnesota rebounding at home. Cleveland, 3-point favorite at home against Baltimore. Now, Baltimore is basically without no quarterback. I don't know the condition on Huntley, but he was out the concussion. And makes sense. Cleveland's a favorite in this game. Watson. And even though I want Cleveland to win this game, because obviously I'm a Bengals fan, I want them to win because Baltimore's tied with us in the division, yada, 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 whatever gives a fuck. But anyway, I like Cleveland. Buffalo, 7-point favorite at home against Miami. Well, Miami, you thought 55 was cold? It's going to be very, very, very cold. Trust me, I'm a Midwestern guy. I know what cold is. If you don't believe me, look at Sioux Falls' forecast this next week. You're going to know what cold really is. Anyway, that's beside the point. Buffalo's a 7-point favorite. Miami's on a 2-game slide. Can't afford to lose 3 in a row, but unfortunately for them, they are playing Buffalo in Buffalo, and Buffalo's just on a roll. And Buffalo's just on a roll. I don't know, whatever. No one calls me until I'm doing a video. But, yeah, I like Buffalo at home. Now we're into Sunday. Philadelphia, 9-point favorite at Chicago. Give them 20. Philadelphia's on a roll, and they're going to keep rolling. I was going to say maybe there's a chance that they could sit some players, but no. Philly wants it too bad. They want that home field advantage. Man, Chicago sucks. So take Philly. New York Jets, 1-point favorite at home against Detroit. Now, I'm surprised by this, kind of, to tell you the truth. Because Detroit's been playing really good. They've been playing really good. And technically, Detroit is still alive. But so are the Jets. And the Jets are on a 2-game slide as well. I don't know what the position. I know Mike White and Zach Taylor. I don't know who's going to end up starting this game. Forgive me, I haven't really followed up much this week. I like Detroit on the road, believe it or not. I actually like them on the road because I think they're the better team. I don't think they're the better team overall, but I think they're the better team right now. I like Detroit. Carolina, 3-point favorite at home against Pittsburgh. Now, this game really no one cares about. Technically, Carolina saved their season last week. And it's still like 1 or 2% chance they'll make the playoffs, but I like them to beat Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh sucks. Take Carolina. Kansas City, 14-point favorite at Houston. Well, I took Houston with the points last week, and I'm going to take them again this week. They won't win, but they'll cover. Kansas City in the last 2 games, I don't know. They've just been kind of inconsistent, even though they won last week, but they got lucky. They just haven't looked good in the last couple weeks. So Kansas City's going to win, but I definitely like Houston with that 14 all day long. That's the lock of the week. Houston With the 14, they'll lose, but they'll cover. New Orleans, 4.5-point favorite at home against Atlanta. Technically, both these teams are still alive. If you ask me, they're both done, personally. But I like Atlanta on the road to beat New Orleans, just because. Dallas, 4-point favorite at Jacksonville. Jacksonville's still technically alive. Guess what? Dallas should have lost last week. They got lucky to beat the Texans. They escaped by the skin of their teeth. And what did I tell you guys last week? Dallas was another team I didn't quite 100% trust, and I called it last week. Even though they won, they should have clobbered that team on paper. But that just goes to show you. That's why the NFL is the NFL. This is my upset of the week. I can't believe I'm actually doing this, but I just got a funny feeling, and I'm going to start going with my gut. Trevor Lawrence played really good last week. He was the offensive player of the week last week. If he has a week like he did last week, guess what? I'm calling it. I like Jacksonville in the upset to beat Dallas outright. I'm actually calling it Jacksonville in an upset to beat Dallas. You may have thought I was crazy by saying that last week, but after last week, that just goes to show you anything is possible. Jacksonville in the upset. Denver, 3-point favorite against Arizona. Denver's officially eliminated. Arizona, they might as well be eliminated, even though they're not officially. I like Denver just because. Colt McCoy or Kyler Murray, doesn't matter. In Denver, Russell Wilson or whoever the backup is, can't remember his name. Don't remember. But don't matter. Take Denver. New England, 1-point favorite at the Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders could close their season right here against New England. What I mean by that is if they lose, I think their season's over. But they could also do the same thing to New England. This is a toss-up. It's going to be a good game. I like New England on the road, though. All right, Los Angeles Chargers, 3-point favorite against Tennessee. Give me the Chargers. Tennessee's. I'm sorry. I think it's done. I don't see it. Tennessee sucks now. I think they're a weak team mentally. I don't think they have confidence in themselves, and they're sliding. Tennessee, it was a must-win last week. It's definitely a win this week. A must-win. If Tennessee loses this game, they're done. But I think they will against the Chargers. So take the Chargers. Cincinnati, 3.5-point favorite at Tampa Bay. Well, Tampa Bay's offense has been putrid. Hopefully that doesn't change against Cincinnati. It seems like everybody's putrid until they play Cincinnati. Tom Brady is 7-1 overall against Cincinnati. Another stat I saw. But Cincinnati is doing good. I am going to give them their praise for a second. They are doing very well. Even if they lose this game, they're still doing very well. But Cincinnati, it was a slow start for them last week. They had me nervous. They got it done. But I'll tell you, they're not going to be able to start that slow again this week. And they're not going to be able to start that slow against any good team. Period. So, I like Cincinnati. Come on, boys. Let's do it. Take Cincinnati. Sunday nighter, Washington's a 4.5-point favorite over the New York Football Giants. Guess what? I like Washington all day long. Come on. How could you not like Washington? They are playing really good. They came from behind the way they were. Beginning of the season, it looks like their season was over at week 6. And guess what? They came back and they're doing excellent. They would definitely are the better team by far, even though the records are the same. And the Giants, who started 6-1, are now 7-5-1. No, sorry. I got to go with Washington. And Monday nighter, Green Bay is a 7-point favorite at home against the Los Angeles Rams. Now, earlier in the year, you would think this would be an epic Monday night game. This game freaking sucks. The Packers suck. The Rams, they're basically eliminated. They're done. Even though I will say Baker Mayfield, hell of a drive. I will give you props. Hell of a drive last week. But, yeah, who cares? I like the Packers. technically the Packers are still alive, but come on. No. They'll win this game, but whatever. Take the Packers. Here's your Week 15 picks, people. Good luck to all your teams, and we will see you soon.